I miss him. Logan was the joy of my life. He was a wonderful human being, big heart, bad addiction problem. I think it started around 13 or 14. I just think he fell into the wrong crowd and he had the addiction thing going on. Logan was 32 when he died, and he had struggled with addiction for about 20 years at that point. He couldn't take it anymore, and he sought out the only place he knew was comfort, and he went and got what he thought was heroin that turned out not to be heroin. My bracelet says end overdose. They don't have one that says end fentanyl poisoning. And I have his name, his signature tattooed on my arm. Logan died on May 19th of 2020. My dad called in the afternoon, and he said, I need to talk to you about Logan. And I knew right then. I said, he's dead, isn't he? And I just sat down on the ground where I was and screamed. I have tons of regrets because in hindsight, I feel like maybe I could have done one thing different that would have been the pivot point to turn the whole mess around. I know it's not my fault. I know it's not his fault. Addiction is an evil disease. It's not a choice. You can't choose to not be an addict. I know about death way more than anybody should. I own a non-medical home care agency, and we tend to elderly folks. I have sat with and held the hands of 51 people while they crossed onto the Rainbow Bridge. I get to say, hey, when you get to heaven, tell my mom and my son I miss them. Fathers don't grieve the same as mothers. I just want every man to know that it's safe to grieve. It's safe to cry. Hope Movement Coalition has been a great resource for me. Talking to other people at the meetings, just going to the meetings. My best part of that is when I see addicts that are in recovery. I can't help my son live anymore, but I can certainly celebrate those that are living and trying to not be addicted.